Hello. So, after interviewing the speech language pathologist at my site, I realized that their job is a lot more complex than I thought. My biggest takeaways, or my first biggest takeaway, is that it is important to assess English learners to see if their inability to speak clearly in English is connected to them being native speakers or if it is a speech impairment. I learned that this is imperative because it would be wrong and terrible to diagnose a student with a speech impairment if in reality they are a native speaker and English is not their first language. My other biggest takeaway is the work they put in creating and administering individualized treatment plans to address specific needs such as helping students, improving vocabulary, and sentence structures used in speech and in written language. So they have to put together assessments and administer them and create a plan for these children to really improve in their speaking skills and in their speech in general. When I conducted the FBA, my first biggest takeaway was that there is a lot that has to be done when conducting this assessment. And it is important to make sure you are taking accurate data because it will lead you to determine what the function of the behavior is. Following that, you will need to come up with an intervention plan to help decrease the problem behaviors of the targeted student. Therefore, it is critical to determine the correct function of behavior. My second biggest takeaway is that an FBA, or a functional behavior assessment, allows staff and teachers to learn more about the student with behaviors and as a result provide more support than they are already receiving if they are receiving support. It will also help rule out misconceptions or reinforce preconceived beliefs about the student's behaviors. I will apply what I've learned in my future work with individuals on the spectrum by reminding myself of my biggest takeaways from these experiences, which I just mentioned. And I will also collaborate closely with my IEP team to support each student as much as possible, because I learned from the interview with the speech language pathologist that collaboration is very important because we all need to be on the same page in order to support the students successfully. So I really want to make sure that I do that as an education specialist. I also want to analyze each student's goals and make sure that they are reachable for them. I think that's also important when working with children with special needs or on the spectrum. Also looking at behavior, looking to other professionals to assist with behaviors that you're unfamiliar with, or if I'm unfamiliar with what the function of the behavior might be, maybe I can look to other people that are more knowledgeable in the area to help me determine what that is. Maybe conducting more ABC data, creating more ABC data, or observing the student more frequently. That will also help. So thank you.